Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first episode of Trove. Today, I'm just gonna go through the basics and how this game works. So, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so Trove is a block-based RPG and it has dungeons and other things like that where you'll fight them and gain experience and better gear and all of that stuff. Yeah, so let's talk about dungeons first. Those tower looking things on the map are dungeons, and yeah, if you go to one of them, there will be a dungeon there that has a boss, and you have to defeat the boss for there to for a chest to appear, and you'll break the chest open and it will have gear in it. So let's see. This one, okay. So yeah, there'll be just other monsters in the dungeons that you'll have to defeat on your way to the boss. Which, if you can see in the right, the boss of this one is the Ember Drake. The Ember Drake, and this one, this monster actually dropped a couple pieces of gear, a face and a staff, since I'm in Ice Age, which uses staffs, and I just walked into lava. But yeah, here's the Ember Drake. So I'll just real quick kill him. So yeah, sometimes it takes a while depending on how high of the world you're in, because there are different worlds and each world has a different level. So it actually dropped something. It was Relic, which before I got something that was legendary, and Relic is better than legendary. So here's the chest. I'll just break it, and it dropped two legendary things. And yeah, so let's get into some other things. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about next is cornerstones. So cornerstones are like your house. So you can put them down anywhere that there's an empty cornerstone. So right here is an empty cornerstone. So right here, the sign, cornerstone, press E to claim. So this is what my cornerstone looks like. These portals are to different worlds because I talked about that for a second when we were doing that dungeon. So there's Adept World. Wait, okay, I forget the This is Novice World, Adept World, Elite World, Master World, and then all the rest are just Uber Worlds. Now, once you get to Uber 3, it has like different variations of it, but that's later. So, yeah, this is Cornerstone, like I already said, but whatever. There are different types of like crafting stuff, things to make your weapon stronger. There's a loot collector, which, see, these things aren't as good as mine. Hold on a second. I have shadow stuff, which after shadow stuff is radiant and then stellar. But then what I can do is I can throw these in the loot collector and then collect flux from them. Uh, Relic ones give me an Eye of Cthulhu, which can be used for crafting. And you can also get skins, which skins or styles, as it's called in the game, is are used to like change what your weapons and gear look like. So if I collect this, I also get flux, which is, I might have already mentioned that, but it's used to upgrade your weapons and is for crafting. So I'll collect this. So then I also got a mastery point for collecting a new style. Um, but let's see, I forget the button. Oh, there. And so, see, I have all of these, and then what I can do is I can, like, hold on a second, I need to, there. So then I can, like, say I want it to change to this. Now, never mind, I have this on, so you can also hide them so it looks like you don't have anything on. But then, oh, oops, I didn't even put it on. Oh, there we go. Nope. Okay, so now I have the little beard and mustache thing. So I'll hide it again, and then there's my normal thing, and then I can also change what my staff looks like. So yeah, okay, this was more than just the cornerstone, but yeah, also have like gardening bench, workbench, which we'll get into that later. Um, builder's crafting bench, adventurer's crafting bench, and then a novice crafting bench, which is the one you start with. And then you craft all of these different ones, which expand into a bunch of different ones. And because this has all of these, and yeah. If you can see on my little bar down at the bottom, the one with Q next to it, those are flasks. Which with flasks, if I press Q, it heals me, but I'm already at full health. Then these things, hold on, okay, I don't know how to pronounce the name. Hold on, come on, rejuvenation stations. You can press E on them, and then it'll refill all of your flasks. Then, yeah, let's see, there's all different types of crafting things like a cube converter, which, like, if I have primal green blocks, which are blocks that you can build with, I could turn them into dark green blocks. Like, also, I can press tab, which brings me into build mode where I can build and break blocks. And then yeah, here's all the different blocks. Like, here's a primal green block. So yeah, um, switch back. Um, let's see, build. Oh yeah, builder's crafting table where I crafted those portals. So yeah, um, well, we can do different gear things or talk about that. Ring crafting, you can craft different rings, which gives you different stats. So if we look on my character, I have this, which gives me 178 magic damage and 21 energy regeneration. Because this attack, which makes me drop that, is what I mainly use, and that uses energy. So yeah, and then there's also um let's see, forge, which is where you use flux to upgrade your weapons. Also this tentacle of Cthulhu can be used at the Chaos Forge, which I can put this, and then it randomizes one, or since this one has 4 stats, it will randomize 2 of them. But yeah, it'll randomize a stat or stats if you don't like that specific stat and would like a different one. Uh, there are chests right here which you can put different, like, you can put stuff in if you don't want to keep it in your inventory. Uh, so yeah, let's get into gyms, I guess. Okay, so next like I just said, we're gonna talk about gyms, which gyms are another way to get power rank, which actually I need to talk about power rank. Different um gear has a certain power rank dependent on its stats, which the game automatically detects which stats it thinks is most important, and determines the power rank that way. So power rank you can see up here. Um, different worlds need different power ranks. So see, the novice world needs 10 power rank. Then Uber 2 needs 400, and then so on. So, yeah, gyms are like right here. I have a fire gym, air gym, and water gyms. Those are the three kinds of gyms. There are also, let's see, I forget the name of these. Empower gyms. Okay, yeah, which are like a more powerful version of a gym. Like you can see, this one gives me 466 when my normal air gym only gives me 74. You can also upgrade air gyms, like all of my normal, or not air gyms, but gyms. All of my normal gyms are already at max, but my Empower gym can have more. So like you can see level my ugh, my Empower gym is 6 out of 23 when my other gyms, well, two of them can have 8 levels, which are both at level 8, and then my fire gym, it can only go up to level 5, which it's at. Since my fire gem is uncommon and my air and water are rare, so then this one can get upgraded to 23 because it's radiant, and then that uses flux and the air gem of its type, or the gem dust of its type. So yeah, it's pretty much all there is for gems. Like it's actually loot collector. If I throw these gems in here, which I don't need, it'll give me air dust of that type. It'll give me more or less depending on its rarity, so uncommon, common, rare, all of that. So collect that. Let's see what's next. We should look at, like, if I look at the bar at the bottom of my screen that has all different things. The red part is my health, which also has a number representing the how much I uh, how much health I have. Then the yellow is my energy. Then I have M2, which is mouse 2 or right click, um, which is this, my ice crystal move. I have 1, which if I press 1 on the keyboard will do my this bubble type thing, shield. 2 is like my extra special move, which is this, which freezes everything in my vicinity. Shift is my dodge, or I like to just call it like a dash. I can hold H to go to the hub. Q is the flasks, and then R and T I can put what I want in there. So like I could put a shadow key in there, and then now it's my T slot. Um, so yeah, that's it for that. I'm actually running short on time in this video, so yeah, I'll have to save some of the other stuff for later, so I guess goodbye. See y'all in the next video.